Hello, this is Julius from Basic Financials again. This is for the third video in the creating your own Cashbook Excel spreadsheet. First two videos we created the income sheet and then we created the payment sheet. What I would like to do now is to create a summary sheet so that you can check that things are going properly and tie up with your bank account. Now, way we do that is, remember how we copied over. We'll do the same again just to create another one. So I'm going to highlight this income, right click and say move or copy, and then where do I want it? I'd like it at the beginning actually, so I'll leave it there. Let's see what happens. Create a copy. Okay. Has it gone in? Yes, it's gone in the right place. Income 2, but I don't want to call it that. I want to call it, so I'm right clicking, renaming, and I'm going to call it summary. There we go, summary. And then also we want to change it here to summary. Okay. And obviously we don't want anything that's there, so I'm going to wipe out the whole lot. This is going to look totally different, this one. I'm going to delete. I just right clicked and said delete, so that's all gone. And I also don't want that in there now, that total, so I'm going to delete that. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm going to increase the width of that. Remember, I click and drag it, and I want to decrease the width of that, so hold and drag with the left mouse, as that will do. Okay, so this is summary. Now we'll start off with the bank, and I'm going to say brought forward, and then income, and then payments, and then carried forward. Okay, so we're going to say that you started off with nothing in your bank. Obviously that won't be right, but you'll put in whatever figure it is. So naught. Oop, we don't want that. Oh, we want that on the left right hand side. There's numbers, so highlight that column, click on the right hand alignment, and it's gone there. That's good. Right, now where do we want this income to come from? We want it to come from the total of the income Cashbook. So I'm going to say equals to say it's a formula. And then we'll click on the income tab at the bottom here. And we want it to take it from the total of the income, which is that total of the bank income. I'll click on that and hit enter. And then you'll see in the formula it's bringing it from that sheet. Okay, so that's about as complicated as we get on the formulas. But it's not common. You can get incredibly complicated Excel formulas. We don't need to do that. Right, payments. Where's my mouse gone? There it is. We want that to come from. I say equals to say it's a formula. Where's it coming from? Payments, and it's coming from the bank total there. Enter. Now we don't want it to be, we want that to be minus, so I'm going to change that formula. See where it's taken in. It says where it's come from, equals payments, but I'm going to say naught minus, just so it makes it a minus figure. Then this carried forward, go to auto sum, and I'm going to auto sum where what is done, basically the brought forward, the income and the payments, which is a minus figure. There you go. So as you fill in this income sheet and this payment sheet, the totals there and there are going to change, and therefore these will change. You should be able to check that total ties up to your bank statement. So if, for example, if you decide, right, I'm going to do this one sheet of entries, and you started off with naught, which you check to that bit, And then when you get to the end, your bank statement should show that. Now, you can do exactly the same with, what's our next column? It's the credit card, isn't it? Yeah, so go back to the summary. We can check credit card. So credit card. And we want, similarly, we want brought forward. Oops. And then we'll say costs on card, and card paid, and then carried forward. Okay, so we're going to say it starts off with a naught. The costs on the card is going to come. We're not going to use the income sheet. Actually, we are going to use the income sheet. We want another column in here, another row, sorry, in here, because we've got a bit more, haven't we? No, forget that. When you pay by credit, when you receive money by credit card, it's not the same. Delete. I'll go back to that in a minute. Right, costs on card equals, that's coming from the payments, and it's coming from your credit card. So this is the total payments you've paid using your credit card. Okay, and then card paid, we haven't done that yet, so I'm going to go back to my payments. I'm going to create another column. And like I said, we'll go near the, we'll highlight the sundries, insert it there. So sundries, I've highlighted that column, right clicking. I'm going to say insert. I'll do it by insert this time. Then we'll say credit card paid. Okay, now we know that down here we need to add in the total because I didn't copy, I inserted. This check total will be fine because I inserted it. So you'll notice that this now goes to M. I've done that automatically, yeah, that's good. Now, we're going to pay off the credit card. Now, how much have we used? Let's make this sensible. So we've paid 210. So we'll say, well, actually, we won't at the moment. I'll go to the summary. This is going to come, the card paid is going to come from equals, on the payment side, it's going to be the, oops, not there, it's where I've got card paid and the total there. Okay, and then the carried forward auto sum will be as it is there. So if we were to look at our credit card statement at the moment, it would show £240 being owed on the card. Or in fact, even if we didn't, if we were looking online, and we'd use the card for that one skip pile, wasn't it? £240. So we know that ties up. But let's say on the, let's say on the 30th of April, card paid. Oops. So from the bank, we paid £240. We're not going to be putting anything in the VAT column because we've already dealt with the expense itself on the line above, where you actually paid for the skip hire using the credit card. We've dealt with the expense there. So that's for common errors. You'd think, oh, well, I paid my credit card. Oh, what was that card? It was £240 plant hire. You analyse it all over again. Well, that was wrong. What you want to analyse this to is card payment, 240. Obviously, there'd be more going on. You might be using your card for petrol, materials, skip hire, all sorts of things, and there'd be a whole bunch of stuff on your card column. So when you make your payment, you're just entering it one go straight to there, and it's total there. That's on the summary. That's where it's getting card paid from. So we should, oh, I didn't put in the naught, did I? I need to change that to naught. It's a bit like the payments on the bank column, so I need to make that naught minus. So it turns out to be, oops, I did something wrong. Cancel. I'm going to change that again. Equals, I don't know what I did there, I can't see. So it's naught minus. Still did something wrong. Cancel. What have I done wrong? Payments. I need to get my magnifier glass, so I'm going to escape that altogether because I can't see, so I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to say, I'm going to do it again, so I'm going to say equals payments. And I know that I want to make it, let's scroll across, and it's this credit card paid. Highlight that, click enter, and then I know I need to make it minus. I'll try and do this again without making it. I think I've got that in the right place. Equals naught minus. Yeah, that's done it now. Okay, so we know we spent 240 on the credit card, and we know we paid off the credit card, so the balance is naught. So we should be able to tie that up all the time. Now, cash, same sort of thing. Imagine you've got a cash tin. Cash. I'm going to say brought forward. Let's say you started off with a petty cash tin of £100 in your cash tin. Now what you might do is you could have three things here. You could have like cash income, cash drawn, cash paid. We're going to assume you're not going to ever put cash into the bank, but you might do. And carried forward. Now, we said that there's 100 brought forward. Cash income, that's going to come from your income sheet, whereas people have paid you by cash. Bang. Cash drawn. Now, what that would be, if you went to your bank and you wanted to top up your tin with some cash, you would take some money out, but we haven't got an analysis column at the moment, so let's stick another one in. We're going to go to the right sundries, going to say insert, and we're going to put in cash drawn. Oops. Cash. Try that again. Cash drawn. Trying to do it too quickly. Okay, we know we haven't got a total down here at the moment, but we'll put it in. Let's just say we'd run out of cash, so on the 30th, 4th, 20, we'd actually gone drawn cash. Let's just say £50. So you've gone to your bank and you've taken £50 out. It's not an expense because the expense gets recorded when you enter it in this column. What it is, it's cash being drawn. This column we've just set up £50. Check we're balanced at the top still. I've lost it now. There it is. Yeah, we're balanced. And then on the summary, I'm going to say here, so this is going to add to the cash, equals, go to payments, and I want to find, where's my cross to here, cash drawn. I want to click that total, and there's £50 going in there. Okay, so this is we started off with 100. We received 120 in sales, in cash. We went to the bank and got another 50 out for some reason. And then we've actually made some payments as well. So this is going to minus. So I'm going to say equals, go to payment, and this is the total of the cash column. I'll just move across again. this is the total of the cash column there. We've only paid 12, so we didn't need to go out and get another 50, but anyway, there you go. Make that minus, so equals 0 minus. There you go. And then all that's left to do is summary as auto sum as it is. So that should be what's in our cash tin. So you can see how we've built up the income, the payments, and we've got a summary to make sure that everything's reconciled. Your bank should type your bank statements, credit card should type to your credit card statements, and your cash should type to what you've got left in your cash. I did have a column here where I showed credit card. Now, really, you probably don't need that, because if you receive money on your credit card, it would go to your bank. So I think probably the thing to do there is, if you get money on your credit card, put it in your bank column, because that's where it's going to end up. Yeah, there are a number of ways you can deal with that, but just to keep things simple, I don't want to make things more complicated than they should be. So yeah, forget that column. That should really be your bank column, because that's where it would end up. Right, I think that's probably enough. It gives you an idea, and you can create this, make it as pretty as you want. As I say, many analysis columns as you want. You can add your rows. You can make it quarterly, monthly, yearly, whatever. Yeah, you get the idea. Thanks for listening, and if you've got any questions or comments, yeah, leave them in the box below. Like and subscribe as usual, please, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.